we're recording. I think I say that every time. Okay, we're taking some time to sit down and talk with everybody. And it's been a really long time.
Yes, it has.
But
mostly my fault, but
no, you're super busy. I'm kind of busy, but not as much, but in a different way, I guess. So I'm Lisa.
I'm Haley.
And you're watching the two of us gab and yap about our yarn. And it's called Invisible String Podcast. Is that what we're called?
I guess.
I don't even know. It's been a really long time. I don't know. It's going to be very jumbled and unorganized because I'm going to be like, all right, let's talk about this. Oh, look at that. I remember this. It's all over the place. So.
Well, and I've also started spinning now, and I've dyed my own yarn, and
so
a bunch of fun stuff. So,
yes.
Yeah, now I'm fully immersed in fiber in as many ways as I possibly can be. So,
yes. My plan.
It was her plan. It absolutely was her plan. This is all her fault from the get-go.
Yep. As you can see, we're all set up for, Thanksgiving, Christmas time.
I'm still mourning Halloween, so.
Yeah. Well, all my stuff is down for Halloween. I left like the fall, autumn decorations up, but we're done. Halloween's not like my ultimate favorite, but if you know me, you know.
You know what, though? I was really sad this year. So we had our camp Halloween in September because our campground closes. My family has a whole little compound at our campground, and all of the kids do Halloween, and we all get it. So everybody was super dressed up and had a really good time. But that was in September. So I was like super ready for October. And
right.
My college kid was coming home. My 23-year-old and his girlfriend were coming. My senior was going to be there. And then we have an 11-year-old. So I was all excited. The day before Halloween, Mars cancels with all of their friends. Kennedy ends up having a show because she's in theater. So her show was on Halloween. Harrison decided to go with his friends.
Oh my God.
At home by myself on my favorite holiday. I have no candy and we live in a neighborhood because I wasn't planning on being here. So I'm literally like hiding in my bedroom with like the lights off. Like, please don't touch my candy. Like, it was.
That's too funny.
It was a little sad. I guess I'm not ready for this next phase where everybody's kind of grown and has their own things going on. And it's like,
oh yeah. I don't know what that's like yet, but it's coming.
I mean, like I said, we did Halloween at camp, but I was a little bummed. I didn't really get to do the trick or treat stuff this year. So
yeah,
it's fine.
It's okay. You guys did a really good job dressing up for that. I remember you sent me pictures. That was cool.
It was fun.
All right, so let's start with what you're wearing, which I don't even know if that has been on the podcast as an FO or not.
I don't know if it has or not.
So good,
it's a whole bunch of different yarns that I used.
Yeah, you really mixed it up there, which it looks great. I like that about it.
Well, and I am not built to wear
yeah.
So I
mean really
first. And then if you can see, I ended up adding a ton more in the blue at the bottom because I was like, this is not, which I still think is cute and I really like it. It's actually one of my favorite sweaters.
Yeah, I love it.
It was really fun to knit. I'm actually knitting another one now and a very different color palette. But I had all this La Bienne yarn that we had bought at Rhinebeck our first year, because I was determined that I was going to make this sweater. And Lisa can tell you, it's like the bad luck sweater. I tried to make it like 4 times and I was so frustrated. I was like, okay, I just need to completely switch patterns because this is cursed. For some reason, I can't make this sweater. So I had the sweater quantity of all this beautiful La Bienne yarn, and I couldn't find something that I wanted to make with it. So I saw this and I kind of played around with the colors for a while and came up with, some of this is Miss Babs too. The blue is actually left over another one of my sweaters that I made. It was a Caitlin Hunter pattern. So
perfect. I'm wearing my finished traveler shawl, which I knit from hand spun scraps. So every color change, every yarn that you see in here is leftovers from other stuff I've knit, which is insane to me that it could make an entire shawl, that I had that much.
Giant shawl.
And it's the large size. Like you could choose, I think, yeah, the wingspan and the other one was a little smaller. I chose the big one because go big or go home, but let's see if I can and the colors bled here, but I honestly don't care because it's like, doesn't matter. It goes with the flow of it. Like it's super scrappy and it's amazing. It's kind of rainbowy, kind of just, whatever. It's whatever I had. And I'm hot, so I'm going to take it off now that I've shown it. But yes, I love it. It's so squishy. It's very meaningful because I remember all this yarn. You know what I mean? Like I remember spinning it, and then I remember choosing a project for it. And then I remember knitting that project. And then I remember, it has a lot of story.
All the rest of this, and now you have something.
Yeah, I literally used everything. Like I don't have any more hand spun scraps at all. Like that's it. So that feels really good. Like when you have like a giant basket of scraps, you're like, what am I going to do? Like this is perfect. And it's definitely influenced by Tashi from Tangles and Starlight, or Stitches and Starlight, that podcast. She's she does a lot of spinning, and yeah, I'll link her stuff below, but she knit one that was scrappy hand spun, like leftovers. And I was like, that is genius. That is a genius plan. I'm doing it immediately. And I did. Finished it. Okay. So now let's go into other finished objects that you start. You will go back and forth, I guess.
So I live in Columbus, Ohio, and the Yardbirds is like a mobile yarn store here. And she has a huge van with a shop inside, but she has a home base. And a couple months ago, the grocery girls came to do sock talk at Yarnbirds, and I was super pumped. Bought tickets immediately. Socks are something that I always have the best intentions of doing, but just maybe aren't my thing.
Totally. I get it.
I think I, get really excited and then I start and then I'm like, this is a lot of work for a sock. But when they're finished, I love wearing them. They're like one of my favorite things to put on. We knit me a pair and I wear them with my boots like all the time in the winter. Like I do love socks. So I went to the shop, did sock talk. It was absolutely amazing. The grocery girls could not have been kinder, more hilarious. It was just such a great day. But I found out that I really love the after knit or the afterthought heel. Much easier for me, much quicker. I like the efficiency of it. So I did these for my daughter for Christmas. She wanted like a new variation sock. So these are what I am doing for her. And then I did like a scrappy sock with you when you came to visit me at camp.
Yep.
So these are all scraps from an advent calendar that I bought several years ago from Ruby and Roses. And it's like the squishiest, softest yarn, but I have found that I do kind of tend to side with the Grocery Girls. DK is where it's at with socks.
Really?
So much quicker to knit, so much
yeah.
easier. It's just kind of like, for me as a newer, I've only been knitting for like, what, 3.5 years now. So knitting with DK and doing like a mindless knit where I'm doing something else or talking, for me, it's the size of being able to grab the yarn is so much easier with DK than it is with sock yarn. It's not as slippery to me for some reason. This was much more of an enjoyable, like just mindless, sit in bed at night, watch TV and just knit.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my socks right now. And I ordered a Dean and Bean sock machine, so that will be coming soon. So I'll be making all the socks. So hopefully you'll not see me on here crying and frustrated, and I'll learn
so many
for our next one, and I can give a little tutorial on how to do it. So
show the textured one that you were talking about. Those are so pretty.
These are very delicate, detailed. These are actually for my son's friend for Christmas.
So pretty.
But there's an eyelet pattern, and when you put them on, let me see if I can put it on my hand and show like the little details. But it goes all the way down the top of the foot. So I already have like the heel and gusset done, and I just finishing that. This is Malbrigo yarn.
I remember when you got that.
I was gonna say, I think I got it with you. Super fun to knit. But once again, just once I get it done, it's gonna be like the other one, because it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I'm done. No, I'm not.
I know, yeah.
I need to learn how to knit 2 at a time. I feel like that would be a lot better for me.
It's very helpful for me. I agree. It's if I'm knitting them, like, I don't know what the word is, but like I knit a little bit on one, and then I have a whole nother set of needles. I just split the ball in half, and I knit a little bit on the other, and like back and forth, and it like, then they're done. Like then they're both done, and you're doing like, I mean, it's the same amount of knitting that you would be doing, just not split up far apart. It's like, I don't know.
The DPNs, I'm doing those on DPNs, obviously, just because that intricate work, it seems easier to me. But like these little spooky socks, I'm doing just with the magic loop, which is, but yeah, these are super fun. Once again, brought them to Rhinebeck, had every intention of finishing them, but got so sidetracked with all of the other
I know,
squirrel mode, and just like didn't finish a thing.
I don't help the situation at all, because I'm like, yes, cast that on. Yes, cast another thing on. Yes, just keep casting on. If you don't do it, I'm going to do it for you. I need to see it.
Halloween is every day for me, so those socks, it's not just like a Halloween thing for me. I'll still finish them. But I got way too excited. There were way too much going on for me to sit and do a sock. It was just too exciting. There was too many things. So
yes, I would like to warn the people, now this is going to be a long podcast. So we will have sections, and I don't even know how to like do the segments where you can skip, like if you don't want to listen to us gab about certain things. Like we're going to do FOs now, we're going to do WIPs next, and then we're going to do acquisitions. And with acquisitions, we're also going to do our Rhinebeck recap, as they call it. And so we haven't podcasted together in a long time. There has been a lot of things made since we have talked like together. Like I have done a few just myself and talked about some things, and but even even like for just me, I have made so much more than what was the last thing that I talked about. I can't even remember. So buckle up for this.
I was gonna say a little.
Keep,
So everything else
keep
I'm gonna
going.
show, I think, are sweaters.
Yeah.
Those a couple little socks, and I've made some hats. I made my mom a sweater. I've done, a lot of little cute projects here and there. But the ones that I've kept for myself, I have about 4 sweaters here that I feel like those are my finished objects that I was gonna show, and then I have, of course, a million whips. But this is my hand dyed yarn that I did. This is the first time I ever dyed anything.
It's so good.
And I did the party top with this, but I actually made it short sleeved because I was working on it and we were going to Rhinebeck and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a weird time of year where it's either super warm or like freezing. So I was like, oh, do I really want, this is the only short sleeve sweater I had. So I decided to do this with the short sleeves. I still did the little holes for the party top in it. It just kind of thought that it would be fun to do in a short sleeve. But I probably am going to go back and add the sleeves now.
Right.
I feel like for me, it has to be a very specific top for it to be short sleeve for me to really, really love it. I don't hate this, but I want like the 3/4 sleeves on. Like it is kind of built for that. So I am finished-ish, but.
Yep. I knit one too. And of course it's not up here. I forgot about it.
It's adorable.
And I mean, I've posted it on Instagram and stuff like that, but I don't know if anybody pays attention to that. I also knit I have a list of things that I knit since the last time I podcasted, and they all seem so old to me that I'm like, yeah, I mean, I probably already talked about it, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. I'll put a link to our Instagram, so if anybody's curious of other unmentioned FOs, they can check out, our posts or whatever. But I feel like I knit so much since the last time. It's just blowing my mind. Anyway, keep going.
All right. So I have knit, this is the first ranunculus sweater I knit for myself. This is Magpie yarn, sock yarn, that actually I got from Lisa. Just such a cool.
It's so pretty.
I actually wore this to my daughter's show last night.
I love it.
I mean, it's pretty chilly in Columbus right now, and it's so cozy. The softest yarn. It's so squishy. Like I could literally sleep with this. I want to make another one so bad. This is probably, like I said, this is the second one I made. I made my daughter one with 2 colors of mohair together, which is what she wanted.
It's pretty. I saw a picture of her on Instagram wearing it.
Super soft and just flowy and billowy and just you can change this pattern up so much by the yarn that you choose.
Yeah.
It is by far one of my favorite patterns. I literally will probably make 2 or 3 more of these. I'm not even kidding.
Same. I made one that was like
your turtleneck.
The turtleneck, and I'm obsessed. Like I love that yoke. Just how like the different textures. It keeps it really interesting, and then I love how it kind of extends the yoke with the raglan, so it's really just like loose and like I don't know, everything that I was actually her patterns the other day. I was searching them because I just remember loving like the little things that she puts in her patterns that make it different and make it better. I want to say like there's no holes when you're picking up for the sleeve stitches. Like it's like she has you do something really specific to kind of like negate that, and I just think that's so awesome. She does the same kind of thing. I knit the Snowy Forest sweater. We're talking about Midori Hirose or Hyros. She wrote the ranunculus pattern, and she has attention to detail that is I thought was so genius. And I want to knit. I have like favorited like a bunch of her patterns, like just searching the other day. I was like, yes, I want to knit more of her patterns because I feel like I said, she's very talented.
Well, as a newer knitter too, I mean, and I'm just speaking for myself, like it takes so much pressure off to say you can knit this in any weight, any
Right.
size, like just because I think as a new knitter trying to figure out,
All those
weight
pieces
and
together
eat and, block it, like all of those things, that's the part sometimes that's so overwhelming. So like to be able to be like, okay, I can just kind of start and figure this out was really nice for me. Like when I did the first one,
I love
yeah, it's super fun. And like I said, I'm excited to knit another one in like a different weight so I can see how that changes it, or you know what I mean, like how it looks different. I mean, it's just it's awesome. I really it was super fun to knit. Like I said, I am definitely going to do another one of those.
Yeah, oh, me too. And I want to do it like bright and obnoxious, like with Surrey, or I probably would use Surrey because mohair is kind of, I don't know. I'm on the fence with mohair. Like I don't think it's scratchy, but I don't love the feel when I'm knitting with it as much as I like Surrey.
I agree.
I don't know what, I don't know. It's just two different animals fibers. So.
I think it's also like a personal preference too. I mean, I feel like that sweater, I knit a Caitlin Hunter sweater completely in Surrey alpaca, and it is like,
I
like
know.
heavenly.
It is. All right, what's next for you? Yes, the best sweater ever knit. That color combo is just amazing, and your colorwork skills are freaking out of this world for that. Like that was like, how many sweaters had you knit before that one? Like 1, 2? Yeah,
this was my third.
like, yeah, like what? And it's a cardigan, and you steeked it.
I steeked it. Yeah, it almost killed me. I thought I was.
I know. Like for your third sweater and you're steeking, get out of here. Come on. Like, come on.
I did all little individual buttons.
Yep.
My grandmother, who I was very, very close to, collected buttons. And I've been using her buttons from her little box that I have, which is awesome. It's been
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it kind of makes me feel close to her. This was definitely, so I'm going to tell you guys, I'll be totally honest. I got so excited to knit this. I started knitting it and I looked like halfway through and I was like, why does this feel weird? I knit it in a small. I wanted to knit it in a large.
Okay.
New knitter stuff. Pay attention to what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, right.
Don't know. Like I said, it was only my third sweater. It fits fine. It's an oversized cardigan. So it does not fit me oversized, but I'm totally fine with that. Like it's not tight at all.
It looks great.
So I kind of glad that I was kind of like a happy accident because I feel like if I would have knit a large, it would have been like down to my knees. So, but just one of those little things, like, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, especially like I said, as kind of a novice, is like, I get so excited and like, I get to a point and I'm like, oh crap, I need to slow down. I need to like prep. The preparation is very hard for me. I get very excited about what I'm doing and I kind of just jump right in, and sometimes it bites me in the ass. So this time it didn't, but I will say I was super excited at Rhinebeck. I had multiple people ask to photograph this sweater.
No, that was awesome.
and it was really exciting for me. So this is Farmer's Daughters. The green is Farmer's Daughters. And then the pink is about later, I'm sure. But this is a yarn from Catskill Merino. It's actually a sport yarn, and this is worsted, but the sport is so fluffy that it actually worked out really well.
Yeah, I think their sport is definitely like light worsted.
Yeah. And it, like I said, I mean, obviously, like this is probably the best color work I've done.
So it filled in every little like nook and cranny.
Yep.
Like, I mean, that yarn is just like played a huge part in that too, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Like, percent. Yeah.
That is just the most phenomenal yarn. Like, and we'll talk about it later in detail because we both kind of raided their booth at Rhinebeck. But for good reason, there was a ton of people in there and we had to get what we were on a mission.
Yeah, we got
they were packed. Like, I think they gained a lot of popularity for some reason. I don't know. Like, and also I think there was just a ton more people in general there this year. I think it's getting more and more like crowded every year.
As happy as that makes me, it also makes me sad. Yes.
I know, it was incredible and like also overwhelming at the same time. I was like, this is nuts. Like I've never seen it like this before. It felt like I'll talk about this a little later too. I was in Germany for Oktoberfest, and apparently this year was the most people they've ever seen at Oktoberfest, and they had to like turn people away at one point during this popular Saturday to go, and that's never happened before according to a lot of people we talked to. We had already made it in that day, but like we could barely walk. It was body to body, like trying to get from one place to the other. And that's kind of how it felt like at some points, like when you're walking through the tents in Rhinebeck, like, okay, we have to skip this booth because we can't get in it, like physically.
Well, I mean, and once again, we'll talk about this again, but there were even places that I wanted to buy things at, and I was like, let me just take a card, because I literally couldn't even get in to look at products because people were like, I need my sweaters like this, like just, I mean, it was.
And of course, like people are, you know, browsing and they want to like make sure what they're getting is, you know, like the right amount, the right, you know, type, right weight. And they're like looking and standing in one spot for a long time, which is like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like you need to take your time and spend your money accordingly. Like don't get something in a rush. Like make sure, you know what you're doing, know what you're getting, and talk to an associate and take your time. But that's really why, like people, like if there's a popular booth and people are doing that, then you're not going to have like traffic flow through.
No, it's so hard too, because the booths are so small. Like for me, I knew some projects that I wanted, so I wrote down all the yardage and the weight to the yarn, and I just had it so I could grab quickly, you know, and get what I needed.
That's smart. But then sometimes you get it, you see something and you are standing there and you're like, oh my God, I really, really want this. What can I make with it? What can I do with it? And it's like in the moment you're like trying to figure it out, and like it kind of it holds things up. But like I get it. I've been there. Like I do that and I'm like, oh crap. And it's like really
how I'm with Wandering Flock, like every year. Like, let me touch this. What can I do with this? Like
right. It's hard. You can't like have it perfect. There's no way. Like
I will say I would prefer probably to go on a Sunday next year, because it was we went on Saturday, so we usually go on Sundays. I don't know if would ever even have had anything left on a Sunday, but Lisa and I usually go on Sundays just because we know it's a little less crowded. But we made.
Yes, let's move on to that.
for the picture.
The ooey gooey cow. Yep. We finished in time and we met for the picture.
Have you blocked yours yet?
I did block it and it's so much better. Like the sleeves are like just at my wrist, like perfect without me having to keep pulling them down. Like you knit yours for some reason, they're too long, mine too short. I don't know. I measured, I did it according to pattern, but for some reason I did them shorter. But anyway, I used hand spun for my contrast color, and then I used just some, I had some bare yarn and I dyed it, and I wanted it to be like this minty aqua to contrast with my goldeny color. And I think I did a good job. So
you did.
I love it.
And I did, this is Wandering Flock, the main color, an electric orchid, which I actually had for another project. But when I realized that we were going to do this, I knew that I had the spin cycle, and it's Sex on the Beach is this color. And I just loved these two colors together so much, with the oranges and the greens and the purples and that orchid color. So I decided to switch it up and use this. I'm really glad that I did. It's the Wandering Flock has the softest yarn. It's the most beautiful colors. I'm so happy with the way it feels on my skin. Just one of my favorites. So,
yep. I don't know if you can hear my son in the background. He's getting his socks and shoes on and he's hurrying up. Anyway, yep. So much fun. This was our first Andrew Mowry, like Rhinebeck cow knit along. And I mean, I would do it again. Like, it was cool to see everybody in their sweaters. Yeah. There was a lot of them. And I loved seeing like just all the different colors and, you know, what they, there was even a dress, like someone turned it into a dress. I'm like, how did you have the time to do that? Like, oh my
somebody
God.
did like a caplet where it was just like the caplet, like no sleeves, just
yeah.
I
saw cardigans. I saw, you know, a lot of different styles. They modified it and it was so neat. I would definitely do it again. It's very popular, but despite the fact about, you know, like how popular of a knit along this is, I was still getting stopped and people were asking me like, why is everyone wearing the same sweater? Like, I keep seeing this sweater. What's the deal? And I'm like, for real? Like, what?
We got stopped a lot.
Like, I love your sweater. You guys are kind of matching. What's up with that? And I'm like, do you like not know about this? Like, it was weird, but I mean, I don't know. Some people are, you know, in their own little, like, despite the fact that this is so niche of a thing, they have sub niches of like, you know, like they don't watch, you know, social media. Some people don't even have Instagram. Like, I don't even think about that, but yeah, like it's true. But anyway, yeah, I would do it again. I guess just depending on the pattern. I really like the pattern and we both just decided to go for it. When I came to visit you in the summertime, we were like, yep, why not? We'll do it. We never done it before. Let's do it.
Didn't we cast on that? I think we
like
cast
the
on
day after I got back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was kind of nice too. Just because I feel like a lot of the time, Lisa and we have a very different color palette. Sometimes we have a very different style of, like, we like similar things, but different in the same sense. So it was really fun to do something with her, like, and we could like, obviously we live far away from each other. So like we talk every day, but like taking pictures and kind of seeing progress and like,
yeah,
that same thing though was really fun. And I really did enjoy that. I would definitely, even if I didn't like, you know, love the pattern next time or something, I would definitely do one with you again. like a knit along.
Actually, I just had this pop into my brain. We could host our own knit along.
We could
choose a pattern that we super duper love and start the knit along in the summertime and have a Rhinebeck knit along of our own.
I like that.
And then we could, see if there's anybody that would be interested. I mean, I don't think barely anybody watches this podcast, but who knows? We're gonna do it. Why not?
That would be fun.
It's happening. That seed has been planted now. So get ready. It's coming down the pipeline. Haley's like, great. Another responsibility. No, I'll be in charge of most of it. Don't worry. But anyway,
they don't know. Like, I'm not like insane or anything. So I'm a pediatric hospice nurse, hospice and palliative care at Nationwide Children's Hospital. I also work on the respiratory floor at Nationwide Children's Hospital, and I'm in the process of getting my master's for my nurse practitioner through an online university as well. So that's why she jokes all the time about me being super busy.
Like, it's not a joke, though. It's not even, I'm joking. I'm just telling them how it is.
But yeah, just to explain a little bit of why we're always saying.
Oh, and she has 4 kids and a husband and like a million animals. So that too. Like,
yeah,
that counts.
Self-sufficient.
Don't discount that, because that's literally just my only job. Okay. Don't discount.
Yours are little. It's different. Mine are older.
You
Two of them don't live in the house.
Still have to be present for them. Doesn't matter how old they are. You still are. You still have to hold mental space for them.
Yes.
And like, it's not like you have to, you just do. They're just there. You don't get to delete, things off your plate when it comes to family.
That is true.
But so, yeah, totally. Anyway, you're up. Anything else you got FO wise?
No, this is all. I mean, yes, I have a ton, but that's what I grabbed. I feel like those were like the biggest things.
Yeah. I
will say, it's actually in my car right now. But I did the Caitlin Hunter, the one that I did with Surrey Alpaca. I think I'm gonna show it next time, spread
it out.
Anybody is questioning or on the fence about knitting with Surrey Alpaca, like exclusively, like just do it. It's amazing. So, but I'll show it next time.
It is so nice. I am knitting, I think I've shown it on the podcast before, but I'm knitting the Cloud Bow Tee, which I started last Rhinebeck. And I'm on the second sleeve. I finished one sleeve. I finished the front and the back panel. I'm on the second sleeve. It's on 10.5 needles, and it's just Surrey. So it's really flowy and like open, and it's going to be one of those like in between season things, like, or even like summer, maybe. I don't know. Alpaca is pretty warm, as you learned when you wore that at Walnut Fair. But yeah, I love it, and I love working with it, and it feels great. I'm thinking about doing a ranunculus with just the big needle and just alpaca. I'm right now, one of my whips, I'm knitting. I'll show it to you. I'll wait. I only have like a couple of FOs left to show, because I showed my shawl and I showed the ooey gooey, and there's really only 2 things left. So let me just real quick
bring them out
and grab that. I knit a, what is this? Sacred Sheep Hat. It's a pattern by Caitlin Hunter, and I knit it for my trip to Europe. And I knit it in like 2 days. It was really quick. I used hand spun for the contrast. Actually, I don't know if that's the contrast or not, because they're both pretty evenly used. Like, But
Yeah, I was gonna say it is a very I feel like that pattern uses,
so cool.
yeah. I loved knitting that hat. I love that hat.
Anyway, I will knit another one. This one's pretty big for my head. I did like, I think you can do like just one of the crosses. I chose to do two because I wasn't sure. I didn't want it to be too short, but next time I'm just going to do one row of crosses, like the smallest one. And I think that'll be plenty. But yeah, it's very slouchy and big. And the blue, the turquoise blue is a leftover that I had of, I think, I don't remember, but the most important is the handspun anyway. So yep, that's that one. And then I kind of cut this one off short. I don't remember why, but this is a shawl. It's brioche. It's called Honey, I Shrunk the Stash. And it's not that big. It's kind of like a shawlette. I did a little tassel at the end to kind of give it some fun. And I love this pattern. I'm knitting a second one right now because it's great for scraps and it's great for just mindless. Once you get used to the brioche, it's totally mindless. Yep. Can't remember. I had 2 skeins of this and I'm actually using the second skein for something else now. So I was going to knit a really big one, but I decided to cut it off. I don't know why. You can make it as big or as small as you want. Like
It's so good too. It's so good.
It is. And that's it for finished knits. I forgot. I finished some handspun. And I also dyed some yarn this summer.
Oh, me too.
So I participated in the Tour de Fleece this summer. And I joined a team. And that team is called the Spinning Sirens. And it's hosted by Vanessa Ewing of Cape May Fiber Company. And she also is a designer. And she's amazing. She's so talented and she's so kind to run that group. Like she hands out goodies and stuff to us, and we actually chat all year long on the Instagram chat that we started, or that was started for that, just for the Tour de Fleece. We talk all year long, just keep up with each other and what we're making. But anyway, this is the skein of handspun that I did, that I only finished one because we traveled to a million places. This fiber is Shiniko, and that is like a Rambouillet merino from Yarn Jam. This is Yarn Jam dried flowers, and it's a 2-ply, probably about a sport DK, I would say. So pretty. I love it. So soft. I bought 2 braids of this, and yeah, I spun this one just a 2-ply, and then I am spinning the second one now to be 1-ply in another 2-ply with this. So
is that the Adirondack?
Yes, this is one of her, it's going to be backwards, I guess, Adirondack Mountains. Same Shiniko, and this is going to be 1-ply, and that dried flowers is going to be the other ply. So it's going to be a lot of yarn, and it's going to be super squishy and good, and it's going to be so pretty. This I got after Rhinebeck, but I think this was dyed for, like, as a series for Rhinebeck or something of the like. She has like a bunch of colors that she dyed right before Rhinebeck, and this was one of them. So I was able to get that post Rhinebeck because I wanted the Rhinebeck or the whatever. I don't know where she was. She was at India Entangled, I think, and she had a colorway specifically just called Rhinebeck, and I thought I was going to get that, but we didn't make it over there, and she was sold out online. So I think that one's going to be pretty.
Last year we went to Indy, but this year we decided to go to Cake to try to switch it up a little bit, because we always do Wool and Affair and Sheep and Wool, but then I think it's kind of nice to flip back and forth too.
Yeah.
Although I will say I really liked Cake this year. I'm not saying I didn't like Indy last year, but I really liked Cake this year.
Yeah.
It was actually one of my more enjoyable. I just felt like the variation and what they had was really amazing.
It was a lot. They had so much. They had a lot of fiber booths, like the one we went to, and I think it's called This is Marguerite, or Her Name is Marguerite, or something like that. I could have bought everything in there. I was losing my mind. I was like, I have to put the brakes on because I'm saving for Catskill Merino. I need to chill out. Like, we visited Vanessa Cape May Fibers booth and got a few things there, and I was like, okay, I'm done. I can't. And then we saw across the way was the other one, and I was like, no, this is too hard for me. Like, they had so many different. I was surprised. I didn't think that Cake was as big as it was. How did they fit all that in the parking lot?
I know, it was awesome.
They had so much, and it was very I mean, it wasn't very crowded. They timed everything out well. I know that Chelsea Yarn's booth was inaccessible for us, and we were sad. We did get to peek in there, but we really wanted to spend more time in there, and we just couldn't get in, and that's what we were talking about earlier. It's fine. I mean, we'll have other chances.
To Catskill Merino, but we pushed ourselves into the fray, and
yes,
I mean, we
had plans. Like Chelsea Yards, we didn't have anything planned. We just saw a pretty yard, and we're like, I want to go look at it. I want to make plans, but there was we couldn't do that. We'll think about that for next year then, and we'll try to get the earlier time slot if she's going to be at Cake again. Why not? Yeah,
because I definitely have enough yarn for right now. Because I was like, oh, I'll just get it online, but I got so much.
I know. I'm like, I'm still astounded. I mean, I posted on our Instagram that photo of the entire bed covered, and mine was the like corner of it, and yours was like the rest of the bed. I'm like, oh God.
As I'm looking at all of it right now, spread out.
Yeah. I'm so excited for that part of this podcast. Anyway.
And I just grabbed a skein of each. Like, it's not.
Yes.
That I got.
Okay. So, all right, let me finish up here. This gorgeousness is yarn that let's see, okay, so I bought 2 braids from Cape May Fiber during the summertime when we were doing the Tour de Fleece. And I had, one was our signature Spinning Sirens is the group that we were called. And one was the signature colorway. It was like a really bright neon pink with like blue and purple. Then another braid was something else entirely with more like blues and like purples, like more like that. And I was like, what am I going to do with these? How am I going to apply them together? What am I going to do? And I decided to use my blending board. And I blended the Sirens colorway, the pink, with like some of the blue and the purple. And I also used a bit of this mystery fiber that I've been trying my damnedest to get rid of. And it's supposed to be 70-30 merino bamboo, but it feels not like that. It feels, I don't know, it feels a little felted. It feels a little, but there was a lot of it. And I was like, there's got to be a way I can use this. Well, blending it with this has improved it drastically. It has made it much softer because the merino that I bought from Vanessa is like 18 micron or something. And the lower the number on the micron, the softer it's going to be and slipperier to spin with. So blending it was the right choice. And of course, like, I mean, look, it's insane. You can just, and I managed to get a fingering weight. I don't know the yardage yet. I need to do that, but this is mine. I'm keeping this and I'm knitting a tee with it. It's got to be at least 400 yards, I think. And I have, excuse me, 2 more bobbins to ply together. So it'll be plenty. Yes, it's so soft. And lastly, I have some yarn that I dyed. Really pretty peachy pink, variegated kind of with some speckles. There's some green speckles in there. There's pink and peach speckles. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but I don't want to get rid of it because I'm like,
that's your color.
Or I don't want to attempt to sell it. It's 3 skeins. What am I going to do? I don't know. I think maybe I'll do, I have tossed around the idea of like trying to design my own shawl. I have a bunch of books of knitting stitches that I could just reference for that. Not saying I would ever try to be, you know, like design something with the intention of selling it. Just for fun, kind of, for me, like to see if I can do it. Just like kind of a brain exercise for me, knitting wise. Like I definitely modify patterns, but I don't attempt to make my own really at all. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'm keeping this. I'm keeping it. I love it. Yeah. So what's next? The acquisitions portion of the podcast has arrived. And I believe we need to start with you because I think you have the most.
What should I start with?
Oh, God. I don't know. I can see your king salmon right there. So why don't you start with that? Oh, we didn't even do whips yet. Holy mackerel.
No, we didn't.
Okay, let's do whips. I meant whips. I thought we did whips.
I think we can incorporate them.
Yeah.
All right.
Just go. Just do it. Do whatever you want. Oh, they're so cute.
My little.
That yarn is beautiful.
I wish you guys could see the fuzziness.
We can. I can see it. Yep.
So this is a new. So Wandering Flock, always one of my favorites. I love everything they do. I literally would buy every color, I love that. This year they did a new yarn. This is so it is 35% baby Surrey, 15% wool, and 50% cotton. And it is a like a very, very heavy worsted. Is charcoal.
Mm-hmm. So soft.
It is incredibly soft. I knew that I wanted to do the orange and the gray. And so all of my sweaters that I have, I don't have any like lounge sweaters, like throw in a pair of leggings and an oversized sweater and like go out and like go grocery shopping type sweater. So to me, I felt like I love how long this yoke is. I love how big the sweater is. So I was like, this is perfect. But I knew I wanted to do orange and gray. Wandering Flock did have a beautiful orange, but there's this new, I don't want to say new to me. Dying Wishes is what the company is called.
Yeah, I remember that.
They are the sweetest people. I ended up buying this. It's called, Is That a Cheeto? This is called cobweb cotton worsted. So it's 70% cotton, 30% merino, and it's 21.5 microns. It is super soft. It goes beautifully with this. So these both have a cotton aspect to them, which is kind of cool. I've never knit with something like this before, but I am telling you, this is the easiest color work I've ever done.
It flew right out.
It's for me as a newer knitter, color work is sometimes not difficult, but I just have to pay attention. This, I don't know what it is. This stretch, this ease that I've been knitting with this is just amazing. I love it. I'm super happy with it. I'm super happy with the feel of it. It's been really fun for me. So I'm really excited. And like I said, if anybody hasn't checked this company out yet, I actually got some fiber from them as well.
I know. So pretty. They were a Woolen Affair, right?
Yes. And I could have bought.
I know.
I know. Their colors. And like I said, they are the nicest people. And they were so happy and gracious and just appreciative of everybody that came, and they talked to everyone, and it was just a really good experience for me personally.
Yeah, we had a great conversation with them because I told everybody that wherever you bought fiber, I was like, she's a new spinner, give her some tips, like, so I don't have to. No, with the quickness that you have picked that up, it's crazy. Like, I mean, yes, I agree. Your fingers, when you're first starting out, like, they hurt when you're getting used to that. But once you get used to drafting and find your groove and find like what is easy for you, like, yeah, I know, so cool. Find like what like feels right and is easy and is not like you're not struggling to pull it apart.
Should I show them my braid from
yeah, why not?
Dying Wishes? Okay,
yeah.
Guys, ready? Because I don't think you're ready for this.
I know, and it glows in the black light because we all have black light.
All have black light.
And we're all clubbing, but it's an extra added bonus to an already beautiful braid. I
am so excited for this. It is every color they have, guys, I'm telling you, is just like otherworldly. Everything is so beautiful. Definitely check them out.
Yeah. I remember that they had the Neon Neps sock yarn that glowed as well. It was cool. And they were fun. They were just fun. And I loved Woolen Affair, and I loved that we got to go there 2 times. Like, even though we kind of screwed up in that, like, we didn't really need to go 2 times. Like,
well, I did because I did
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
You ended up needing to, and honestly, like you bought all their yarn like on the first go round, and then you were like, shoot, I think I need more. So we figured it out. It's all good.
this was what I did more of, guys.
Anyway, moving on. Move on to that whip so you can show that yarn and
Okay.
explain what we had to do.
This is, oh gosh, which one is this? It's Andrea Mowry. It's the everyday sweater.
Or yeah,
Yeah.
pullover, whatever it is. ERK everyday sweater. That's it. Yep. Yep. So good. It's so neppy and woolly, and the texture is not like perfect, knitted stitches. It's like boom, bump, bump, bump. I love it so, so much.
So this yarn is Lavender Loon. It's snap out of it. So this yarn, as you can see, there's a lot of
variation.
There's a lot of variation in like just the strand itself. It's
like knitting with hand spun.
Well, and it's Rambouillet and cashmere together, and they are solar grazed sheep and livestock, which means this actually, the way that they do this, and they do it for a reason, that it actually is a negative imprint when you buy this, because of the way they use the solar to feed the animals, to water the animals, all of the things. I thought that was like just super cool. Not when I bought it, but just kind of an added bonus. But I did realize that I'm not going to have enough of it. So I ended up going back and getting this for the, just for the ribbing on the sleeves and the bottom. This is a Foxy, the same Rambouillet and cashmere.
Mm-hmm.
So these together,
beautiful,
are going to give me this gorgeous. But you can see all the variation. I mean, there's so much variation. I just think it's really fun, and it's just, it feels so organic, and like almost old worldy. That I don't know. I really I am genuinely enjoying. I still, if I rub my hands on this sweater, I can feel the lanolin. Like it's just,
that's just like Catskill Merino. Like it's the same deal. Like it comes from from their flock.
Yes, which the more I get into this, the more that is becoming very important to me, to try and buy from, smaller companies that take care of their own sheep, or not, they're not just dying, or they're not saying that that's a bad thing. I do that. I'm not,
yeah,
but it is definitely, I feel more connected, I guess, to what I'm doing.
It's less distance between you and the sheep, which is like, no, like that feels more legit. Like it feels more, to me, it feels more, I can't describe it. Plus I love the feel of the yarn way more than like a superwash. I mean, don't get me wrong, superwash has its place, time and place for knitting certain things, but like I'm looking at my stash right now and it looks super woolly, and not so much with the superwash. It looks more non-superwash than anything. Also, hold that sweater up again. Some people would say that you should have what is it called? Alternated skeins. But that is not something that you care about, or I would care about. Like, I think that needs to be said, because I think some people would have a problem with that. It wouldn't bother me when it definitely looks more pronounced on camera than it does.
Yeah, like, it really does. So, it's not this apparent. Even if it was, like, I don't know. I kind of love, so I'm a little bit quirky, and I don't really like everything to be just like everything else is. It's one of the reasons that I started knitting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So to me, this just gives it character, and I think it's fun, and I think it's just that organic, like I grabbed this and then I grabbed that and then I grabbed this, and it's just kind of so yeah. And I, like I said, there are definitely times where I have alternated skeins, but this one I just honestly I chose not to, and I knew that it was probably going to come out like this, and I was fine with it.
Yeah.
So.
And you're almost done the body. I can't believe how fast you knit that.
I know.
She just was at the freaking ending the increases when we were in Rhinebeck, and it's not that far from Rhinebeck.
Yeah, I just
with how busy you are is what I mean. Like with how busy you are, and like how did you knit that much?
I knit in meetings. I knit in my car. So and like I'm kind of impressed because I've been working on both of these kind of simultaneously, and I feel like I've gotten a pretty good ways on both of them. So yeah, I think that I'm how to pick it up. This is easy. Just
yeah, that's mindless. Yeah, so, at that point.
Yeah, this I have to pay more attention to, obviously, the King Salmon.
Right.
No, both of these I'm really enjoying knitting. And I love that they're such contrasting kind of styles and colors, and like I don't know, I love the
one be bright and
like because I can have this, but then I can wear this, and like it just, you know, that's what I love about knitting, though, is kind of like you can knit to the mood that you're in, knit to the place that you're in your life, like, you know, and I can kind of see that story come through, which is just really fun. So
yep. Absolutely. Choose your own adventure.
Yes.
What's next on the whip pile? Hold on one sec. Speaking of Lavender Loon, I know that I have shown this before, but I have to reiterate it because we've been like loving on Lavender Loon, not just from me this time. You have discovered them, and we're spreading the love because these ladies are so much fun. They're so awesome. And the yarn that they make and the fiber that they make is so special because it comes from their own flock. So remember I was telling you how I bought these 2 braids, and it was like, I don't know, she might have had 4 in her shop. And then I spun them, and it was like flecked with her, like, you know, like scrap yarn that she dyed, like her dyed scrap yarn. This is what I was talking about.
That's gorgeous.
This is, I'm knitting a metamorphic with this as one of the color. But I don't know if you would be able to see any of the
little tiny variations. Yeah.
Oh my God. You guys, this.
Well, guys, when I asked for an extra another skein of this, I mean, this is it. Like, she hand picks and does very small batches. So like,
yeah,
that's kind of the cool thing, though, is like this sweater that I have, nobody else is going to have it because I bought all the skeins of this color, and like, that's it.
Yep. That's it. Like, she said that. She's like, no, that's it. There's no more until we do that thing that we did again with those specific sheep. That's what makes it good. Like that's what, I don't know, especially if you're knitting it for yourself, it's kind of like I don't know, such a treat. It's such like I just love it. Anyway, go on. I'm done with harping on.
So,
so cool.
Same sweater.
Donna.
Different vibe. So this is me trying to use up some scraps.
Yeah.
So this is the Farmer's Daughter's green from my halibut. This is the pink from my halibut. And then this yellow is La Bienne. not gonna lie, I don't always love the neon yellow, but I think, you know, with
It looks cool there.
Placed in here, it looks good. So that's why I'm trying to use that there. That was one of the sweaters for my, or colors for my bad luck sweater that I never ended up doing. So this is where I'm at with this right now, and it's super fun.
Yep.
I have 3 more skeins of this. And I'm so happy that I do, but I really want to find some very specific projects for this. This is the Catskill Merino that we've been talking about.
You need to make that a cowl or a shawl.
I know.
A shawl.
I have that primrose that I want to make a shawl with this and the primrose. Here. This is the primrose that I have. I feel like those.
Yeah. Primrose Yarn Company. You should make the Night Lights shawl by Andrew Mowry, because I am also gonna cast that on like today.
Oh, we can do that together.
So remember I started a halibut cardigan, and I was gonna like stripe these like really pale colors and have like a dark be the color. I scrapped that idea. I don't like it. I don't like that idea. I want it to be like all one color for the main color and have, you know, just the, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, I scrapped that. I'm going to destash 3 of those skeins of yarn, and I'm going to use these 2 I'll use this for the dark and this for the light. What do you think?
I like that a lot.
Okay. Because I love this yarn, and it feels next to skin good. This is heirloom Romney, and I bought it from a destash. Like we love to do. And I have the tag here. It's from Fancy Tiger Crafts, which is no longer a thing. Anyway, it's 100% Romney. It says that it's worsted, but I think it's more Aran. It's very floofy, very yeah, it could knit at an Aran weight. It would fill in that.
Is worsted / Aran. This one that I'm knitting the halibut or the king salmon with.
Yeah. Yep. I just had an idea. Okay, so you know when you get in your head like something that you want to do or want to knit, and you can't stop. You cannot stop until you find the perfect thing for it. I did that with the Attune shawl. Like, I started it and ripped it out because the colors weren't right together. And then ever since then, I'm like on the hunt for like the perfect color yarn combination for this. It's still in my brain. It's still living there. But now I've moved on to this freaking halibut cardigan that I really want to knit. And I can't figure out the right configuration from yarn that I have already. What do I do? But I'm sitting here looking at my stash this whole time, talking to you and podcasting, and I'm like, I have spotted something. And I'm like, do I have enough of it?
That's the worst part is you're like, oh, and then you're like, wait.
I know. It happens to me literally all day, every day. All day, every day. I'm constantly like, no, I need to finish this. I need to finish that. I need to finish this. But, you know, since I finished the traveler shawl, I could probably cast on another shawl. Even though I have like 2 other shawls going.
I have not touched my shawl since I got home because I've been working on these 2 sweaters.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
so you're looking at a knitter who has never knit a shawl ever.
But you want one.
I want one. I don't know why.
It's just kind of like, it feels, I think for some people it can feel like you're knitting a blanket, and that might be too much. Like, But you can knit smaller shawls and like you can make cowls and stuff and have the same kind of coziness around your neck. And it's kind of can be as quick as knitting a hat, especially if you're just doing like a cowl that
I know.
like
I really want to do a cowl. I did start. I don't know if I'm going to finish it or not. I have mixed feelings.
what? You're not gonna finish it? She started a night shift shawl, and I'm not talking for you. Go ahead. My God, I love it though.
I know. I need to just suck it up and like work on it. It's not that I don't want to finish it. I don't know why, guys. I don't know. I love the colors. I got this from Feederbrook Farms.
In Rhinebeck at their
Right.
booth. They have these skeins. Show the skein. They have these huge skeins of mill ends, and it's basically like they take the random bits, yeah, and put them all together in these chunky, beautiful, like, I mean, who wouldn't want that? And it's like over 500 yards.
And then this
of,
is I got when I spun it. This is what I got.
yeah, like when you can separate it into, it's like 3 skeins of their regular DK or whatever, entropy DK, and you separate it into the 3 skeins. They have it just winded together. But yeah, tell me that's not going to be a beautiful night shift shawl.
I know.
What is your deal with, you're so anti shawl? It's like socks for me. It's like,
I need to finish it. I really want to finish it. I haven't touched it, but that doesn't really mean anything because there's things.
No, it doesn't mean anything. You can pick it up like you
I
don't
have to in since
yeah.
July, August. I still have
That's
it.
fine. That's fine. I would keep that on the needles, and I would just wait, because I think that's going to be one thing that you would wear a lot. It's kind of neutral. It's, hold it back up again.
This?
Yeah, tell what it is.
It's a mask.
Yeah.
It's Caitlin Hunter. It's the
Albina.
Sorry.
And
then
the yarn.
The yarn is the gray, tan is Labienne, and then this is Primrose.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about other things. I will tell you that I am a diehard Caitlin Hunter. I know I've said it before, but like I would knit everything of hers like 17 times over. I love every single one of her patterns. I love how easy they are for me. They are like the best to me.
Yeah.
So
I know, and I love her style. I love her, her vibe, her like fishy girl in Alaska vibe. And
me too.
I'm sad that she was literally everywhere we were, and we did not come across her. And I just don't get that. I don't get how we saw so many other people, but we didn't come across her. Because we preach about how much we love her so much. I feel like the universe needed to hook us up, but it didn't.
I know. So I have to show you guys something that was super fun that I bought.
Yes, please do.
So still not exactly sure what I'm going to make with it.
Are these the pink yarn?
We were at Lily Loop's booth.
Yeah. And how could you not like
I want to squeeze her, first of all. Like I just want to hug her. It is the cutest, most whimsical, like
I know.
Loved everything that was in there. So we're looking around and I look up and I see these gorgeous cakes of I didn't know what it was, but they were beautiful. Yeah. And it was this.
And it's literally wrapped in ribbon. So cute.
It is unspun.
Pencil roving.
Pencil roving.
Mm-hmm.
I bought 2 of these because I have no impulse control. So
plus you didn't want to like leave there with just one and not be able to do anything with it.
This is 383 yards. So both of them are about the same. So this is Targhee, Columbia, Rambouillet, and Suffolk cross.
That right there is so good.
It is so soft. It is so squishy. I am super pumped. Once I finish these 2, this is my next cast on. I think what I'm going to do is like a really cute kind of cropped, not super cropped, but cropped, sweater with this. I thought about like a shawl. I thought about different things, but I just feel like this is very sweater specific.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can like go on her website or I know that she had some samples knit up in it, and she was showing us pictures like on her phone. I'm not sure if it was her website or not, but like I'm sure a lot of people go in there and see that and say, oh my gosh, I love that. What the hell am I going to do with it though? Like, so I think she was prepared for that, and like, oh, look, this was knit with that, or, you know, like she was really helpful in that way. Like, and that was smart to do because those things are so cool and they're attracted so much attention, and people are like, but wait, what am I doing here? Yeah.
But it's super excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I am a little bit quirky. I like things that don't look like everything else. So I felt like that was just speaking to me.
Anything neon, really.
I'm really pumped. You mean like?
I mean, the orange and oh yes, going back to Feederbrook. Yeah, I'm excited for you to spin that. And literally everything that I was drawn to, she snatched it up and purchased it. I was like, excuse me. I was like, oh, excuse me.
So what I think I'm going to do is these 2 together to kind of mute this out a little bit.
Nice.
I feel like
that's awesome.
A really good. I'm super pumped about spinning this. I'm just trying to get better before I do that.
Mm-hmm. There, you know, like, just do it. Don't wait on it. Like, if you're fine. You're doing it correctly. You're you know, finding your groove. I think by the time you get through that first braid, you will have figured some things out. You just have to do it. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing, is like,
I know. I keep waiting because look, guys, I got this too. Like, look how beautiful that is. Like, I have all this stuff I want to spin, and I'm like afraid to spin it because I don't feel like I'm ready. And I'm like, I just need to suck it up and do it.
I mean, you don't, yeah, there's no reason to do, like, there's no reason to do practice braids or whatever. People like to get samplers and like other things to practice with. You are practicing. Like, you're never going to stop practicing. You're going to be learning the whole time you're spinning. Like, there is no like getting better and spinning. It's like you're going to continue to learn new things. Even when you think, okay, I've got it and I feel confident. Well, you might come across a braid of fiber that you've never spun before, and it could throw you for a loop, and you can be like, wait, I thought I knew what I was doing. What's happening? So just saying, it's not going to be, I mean, you can spin a braid and get used to that fiber, and then, you know, okay, I know what to expect with this fiber now. But then you get, like, I've spun stuff with flax, and it is not enjoyable to me. Like, I like it finished and knitted, but the spinning of it is so hard on my hands. Like, the feel of it is it feels like straw, like pieces of straw, and my first instinct is to pull it out and not keep it together, spin it in. I'm like, who put this VM in here? Like, no, it's actually supposed to be there. That's the fiber. But like, not that I enjoy VM. I'm a VM lover, and yes, I do pick it out. But while I'm picking out, I'm like, this is from my sheep. Not my sheep, but
I have lots of it in this.
I know. And I like I said, I don't dislike. I like the fact that VM is there because of what it means, but I do still pick it out and whatever.
I did not shout this out, by the way, and I felt bad, so I need to bring it back for a minute.
Oh yeah.
This is Clockwork Fiber Company, and this is Analog Fiber in Huntress, and it is 100% non-superwash Sheniko wool, and it is 20 pounds 4 ounces.
Sheniko is having a moment because it's American, and you can buy it, and dyers can buy it without having to pay tariffs. That's what that's about, I believe. That's what I've heard.
Delay. The other one that I showed you guys from Dying Wishes is Rambouillet.
Rambouillet is ultimate. So good.
But the Sheniko, I honestly, it feels very soft. I'm pretty excited to knit with, or to spin with it. The one that I've been spinning with is Corriedale. It's just from my local yarn shop. It's just a 4-ounce braid of raw Corriedale. I just grabbed it just to kind of play with it a little bit, just to kind of see if I even liked it. This was $8, so I was like, if I'm out to $8, I'm out to $8. Like,
right.
30 for, you know, a hand dyed braid. So it has been really, and like I said, I really enjoyed spinning it. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just plain. But
yeah. Would you like to see my very first hand spun skein?
Yes.
That I spun on a drop spindle?
Oh God.
Don't laugh. I mean, it's pretty bad. I also bought a undyed skein. I did the same thing as you, except that was when I was first starting to dye yarn. And so I dyed the braid, and I'm pretty sure I felted it, because it was terrible to spin. And also I think the fiber type that I chose was cheap and no bueno. I don't know. It was Cheviot, and I know that like you can get good Cheviot, but this was from, I don't even remember where I bought the braid from, but if it's rough, it's very woolly. And here it is. Drop spindle. It's not even plied, because I didn't know how to ply. Like, how do you ply, number one, and how do you do it with a drop spindle, number two?
I still have this that you gave me.
Oh yeah.
On the drop
that for a long time.
On the drop spindle, and I have no inkling or desire to ever pick that thing up again. I will be completely honest with you.
Yeah. Drop spindling for me was good for learning how to draft. Like learning how to, you know, park and draft. Like getting the feel of how to find the staple length and draft out the fibers. Like, I don't think I could have started on a wheel. I would have felt crazy overwhelmed, and really, like, that would have been too fast for me. But you know, I will occasionally use a drop spindle just for posterity and just like funsies, but not like to actually get anything done. Because I always end up like I'll have a drop spindle with me traveling, and then I will end up winding that onto a regular bobbin and just spinning on my wheel for the rest of it. So, yeah. Yep. Anyway, moving on.
I know. I'm looking. So you talked about your friend that did the Tour de Fleece.
Yep.
But should I show the goodness that is?
So sparkly. So pretty. That
So
is
I started a hat with this guy. We were in Rhinebeck. But I had a little too much wine when I started it and I had to pull it back out. So we will be starting with it again.
nice. Well, I think that was a good pattern, but yeah, it was a little bit involved.
Oh yeah, I'm still using the same pattern. I just had to. There was just wine and intricate patterns do not mix.
No, they don't. Agree.
But just look at all the colors in this, guys. Like it is
so beautiful.
Perfection.
Yep. Kind of sad that I didn't grab one of those, but I did grab something from Vanessa's booth.
I was gonna say I'm jealous of this.
And it is just as sparkly. Let me get it. Two somethings, in fact. You can't see my sparkle as good, but it's there. This one's like a bronze sparkle. And this one has kind of like a blue stellina in there. You can't see it as good as yours, but it's there. Trust me. Anyway, my plan for these, which I haven't spoken to you about, I was going to just ply them together, but Vanessa's doing a spin right now, and she's taking 4 different braids, stripping them down thin to like 4 times or something, and she's holding them together, holding the thin parts together and drafting them all together. 4 different braids. Okay, I'm going to do that with this and this, which I haven't shown you either. This is a bat. This is a bat that I got from Four Rivers Yarn and Fiber. I hope this flips around.
I can.
Okay. It's Jacob Wool. I'm not doing good at this. Jacob Wool. And it's a hand carded bat. She processed the wool she bought a fleece, washed it, scoured it, dried it. I don't know if she combs it first before she puts it on her carder, but it's so sheepy. It's so good. Anyway, I'm going to split this up and hold it and draft it all together just the way I described before what she's doing. It's going to be so good.
I know. I'm really excited to see that one.
Yep. So that's like my new fun experiment to do with spinning. After I'm done this yarn jam spin, which I'm equally as excited for. So, but there's something about spinning from a hand processed, hand carded bat. It's like the ultimate. It's like the ultimate in sheepy goodness. So
I'm going to move through the rest of what I got at Rhinebeck so we can get to Catskill.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. This I got as a giant.
Yes. Oh, you wound it up.
Giant hang. I got, so they all came individually, but they were untwisted in like a giant package. There's really not a lot of information on the sticker.
Yeah, it's Bitsy Knits though.
Bitsy Knits, yes, but it's so I got
And
one,
if you
3, 4, 5, I got 6 of these from one like package.
Giant, they don't twist. They just have 6 skeins that are open, not twisted, and they hang them outside of their booth as freaking like bait, like for people that walk by. They're so smart with that. I bought one last year, and that's what I knit my turtleneck ranunculus.
And this, let me tell you, is super sheepy,
Soft,
just really nice, fun. I'm really excited to knit with this. I have 6 of them. I honestly think that I will probably do a long cardigan with this.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Like a really simple, beautiful classic with this fun color to kind of offset the classic of the cardigan. That's kind of what I'm looking for with this.
You know what I just popped into my mind?
What?
Hoagie has a lot of long cardigans.
I knew you were going to say that. I looked. Yeah. There's a couple that I have saved right now.
But most of them have some kind of cable, like intricate.
Yeah. And I don't think that with this would be.
Right. But
like,
listen, Tin Can Knits, which I've talked about how good their app is. And all their free patterns are on the app. And you can choose your pattern, most of the time, choose your yarn weight, which, out of like, I don't know, worsted, DK, and fingering usually. And choose your size, and you can literally go step by step on their app, and you can you only see your size, and it specifically down to the stitch number tells you like what to do, what to knit to, whatever. But the Harvest cardigan, I think it's called Harvest cardigan, is a long cardigan. It's plain and it's free on their app. It's free anyway, but it's like if you download the app's free. The app's already the pattern's already on the app, and then you can just choose. I'm going to do it right now for you. I'm just going to see, because I'm using it for this gift knit that I'm secretly knitting in the background. No, I'm not going to show it because I don't know if this person's going to be watching this podcast or not. But yeah.
Well, and Lisa will tell you, I got 2 of these giant packages.
I know. One from Bitsy Knits and one from.
So this is the other got. Robin's Promise yarn. This was 1,230 yards. Obviously this isn't the only one, but this is ostrich egg and 2 sparrows DK. It's a 4-ply, 75% superwash and 25% nylon. It's really pretty. It's really fun. I had a really hard time choosing between a couple different ones. This is the one I ended up with. But once again, also like just a really good value. I like to knit sweaters, and I know how much yardage it takes to do some of the things that I like to do. So being able to buy some of these has been really, really awesome.
This.
Yeah, I will.
Harvest cardigan.
I think I have that saved.
Yeah.
I'm
really
sure I have. Yeah.
And then you just choose it, and then you can literally do, I don't know if you can see this, but you pick your child, adult, you pick your, where's adult? Right here. Adult, pick your size, and then you scroll down, you go through it and choose what you want, and then it will show everything for you. And it's worsted, but you could get a DK. Like, you could use a DK. So just an idea for you, and you can, anyway.
Remember this.
They have a ton of free patterns on here. It's insane. Like, they have a shawl. Yes, I remember that. They were throwing them into the line at Cake.
I caught it.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what color it is. There was no tag. It's just.
It doesn't matter. It looks beautiful. It's a sock. One thing I thought about is, they make sock sets. A lot of dyers have sock sets, and I actually have a lot of sock sets and not a whole lot of energy to knit socks. So I thought about trying to figure out how to turn a sock set into like a shawlette, or like, a one skein shawl project. I know that there are designers that have done this already, but I just really want that brain candy of like figuring out my own stuff. Like, it would be a lot of fun for me, because as we know, I'm a stay-at-home mom. While I do have a lot of responsibilities, there's nothing, there's no work. There's no going to work. There's no, I know what I do is work. I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that about any other stay-at-home mom. But if you are a stay-at-home mom, you understand what I'm saying. Like, there's just no feeling of, like having your own thing. Well, obviously this is my thing. Like, this is my own thing that I have. But I'm also able to stay at home. No, I'm not making money necessarily from it. It's kind of just a hobby. I mean, maybe one day, I don't know. Like, I've tried before, and it's very difficult to carve yourself a spot in the knitting community where you are making legitimate money from dyeing yarn, spinning yarn, dyeing fiber. Like, unless you are really going to full force go into it and really like use social media and try to market yourself like every single day. Like, I don't know how people do it. Like, it's hard now because it's very saturated. Like, it's bigger than it ever has been. And I don't think that, I don't know. I would have to work my ass off. And I don't really have full-time working capabilities yet. So yeah, it may, it's always something I think about, and I would love to, I would love to, but it's like the time isn't there.
I
don't know. And I don't know why I started talking about that. What was I talking about before?
That's turning it into shawl sets.
Huh?
Shawl sets, sock sets, and
sock sets.
Shawl set.
Yeah. Yeah, I know there's designers that have done this, but yeah, I just want to try and like make something up. I don't know. It's fun.
All right. Last one.
Yep. Oh, wait.
Fiber.
Yeah.
And Spin Cycle are going to live together in harmony, and I'm going to make a Paulina pullover with these.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's in Tarja. I'm scared, but
I'm scared for you, not gonna lie.
And then I have to show you guys the fun. So I got
Up and Glow yarn
from Up and Glow.
It's so pretty.
It's amazing. It's beautiful. We love it. We are so happy with it. It is so sturdy.
I'm gonna send them to you.
Like everything about it is just the ease of use and just the sturdiness of this. I am in love. It is by far one of the best purchases I made at Rhinebeck. I am thrilled with it. I could not ask for a better one. If anybody is questioning whether to get one or not, just do it. I love it. My kids are even like, woo, watching it go around.
It's so pretty.
They have all different colors. I went for those. Honestly, I'm going to tell you right now. It's
on brand for the neon.
But they were the cheapest. I wasn't spending $40 extra for sparkle. So just, I mean, it lives in my room, but I really am enjoying the quality of it.
Yeah, that's because
I do love quality.
Yeah. I'm sorry to anybody that's watching this and it's glitchy, but my internet is terrible. I don't know about yours, but
I can fine. It doesn't look glitchy to me.
Okay, well, it is on my end, so I hope it doesn't turn out that way. But yeah, the ones that we had before were like $10 from Amazon. So yeah, that's why you're enjoying that one just a little bit more because it's actually legit. Yeah. It's not on my it's not in my budget right now for new winder. So I'll just send all my yarn to you and you can do it for me and enjoy your winder. Yep.
All right. We're at 2 hours. Or almost 2 hours. You ready to get to Catskill?
Yes, but I need to show a couple more things that
show.
Yeah. But that's not all. You didn't show our amazing bag that we got from a Woolen Affair.
I have them right here. I was gonna show my Rhinebeck one just because it's
huge. Gigantic. Yep, I didn't get that one, but I don't need it because this one's huge. It even has the tag, a Woolen Affair. Like, holy shit. It's got a big pouch, a zipper pouch in there. It's got a spot for like a water bottle, a big one. It's amazing. Anyway, I showed you the Cape May fiber braids and I need to show you.
Oh, I forgot you got the other braids.
Yeah. This is from, there's no tag on it. And I'm not sure why there's no tag on it. But let me show the bag that I bought with it because we must show the bag. Anyway, this is Rambouillet. No idea what the colorway name is. Didn't really care. It just spoke to me and I picked it up and it was squishy and good. Anyway, this is where it came from. Dirty Girl Yarn. Fondle the fiber. I couldn't resist because Haley and I are both avid smut readers. So we first of all, she's the one that pointed it out. She looked at the map and she's like, oh, we have to stop by here and see what this is all about. I said, sure. We get there and immediately I see this bag and I'm like, that's mine. That's my bag. I bought the bag and I was like, I might as well get some fiber or yarn or something. So I got that, but I was way more excited about the bag. I was like, this spoke to me. But anyway, the fiber is also freaking beautiful. And so soft. Last but not least, we have some more Shanico from Sunset Fiber Company, and she's one of the spinning sirens, who the group I was telling you about. but look how pretty this is. This is going to make such a fun.
That's gorgeous.
And it's super soft. It's Shiniko silk, not just Shiniko this time. It's in the colorway Waves 80/20. Yep. I did get a mug from Golden Earth Designs, but it is in the dishwasher. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram. It's one of the heart knit stitch mugs. I love her stuff. But anyway, that's pretty much it for like, yeah, except for the Catskill. Yeah. That's not even half. That's not even half of the amount. Okay, moving on to Catskill.
Okay.
And then I have to show a couple of whips because I didn't show hardly any of my whips.
Yes.
Okay. So, have you started knitting with it? Or, okay, you just, so explain what you have.
So, once again, I bought the hot pink last year at Rhinebeck to do my halibut and fell in love with it. I told Lisa how much I loved it. She squeezed it, realized how good it was. And we both said like this year that we were going to go back. Well, I have been knitting with it all year because I have all the skeins of the pink. So, and you can see I've incorporated it into a couple of my projects that I've been doing. So, I've gone on their website. I've bought a blue, and I bought weather, I think somewhere like throughout the year to like add like just one skein to kind of add into different sweaters that I've made, or things that I've made. But this color is called Poppy or Geranium. I'm sorry. It's a beautiful red. Every time I go on their website, I can never get a sweater quantity of it. I was not planning on buying a sweater quantity of this because I didn't think that they would have it. They did. I got 7 skeins of this because I love this red. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And like I said, it's never on their website. And then I impulsively bought 9 of these? Yeah. Of the raw so that I could dye them myself because I love knitting with this yarn. Like, I don't think you guys understand how good it is.
No,
I
all need to know.
But I ended up spending a pretty penny at their booth, which I'm completely fine with doing because they're wonderful and it's a small company. The yarn is just absolutely fantastic. And
it is.
We were fighting people like to get in and to get the stuff that we
I know. And I wanted a specific colorway that they had and they were out of it. But I settled for a different one because that's how good the yarn is. I was like, I'm not leaving here without this yarn. And colorway that I got is this. It's called Winter Green. It's a really earthy green.
It's really good.
Muted, like grayish green. Yeah, it's so good. And I started an easy V with mine. Actually, here's the V. And my colors of choice for the color work are a skein of really autumnal skein of Feederbrook Farm. Don't know what the colorway is. It was a D-Stash acquisition. I'm using the other colors that I'm using are my hand spun, which I can't believe I still even have this. This is actually Feederbrook too. I bought some of their fiber, I dyed it, and I spun it. So that, and then I stole from my shop. If anyone doesn't know, I sell my hand spun in very limited quantities, in very small batch-iness, but I'll put the link up there if anybody wants to check it out. This is like a really neutral, like brown taupe. There's also some green in there. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, like minty, icy green. So these three, I'm looking at it now, and there's a chance I might change this out for something else because it's too, I don't know. What do you think?
I like it. I think those colors are fantastic together.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm so like wishy-washy with pairing colors together, but anyway. So this is my second Easy V. The first one, as we all know, went to Haley because it was too big for me.
I have two of them.
And Haley was knitting one of her own, so now she's got two, and I would like to at least have one. So I sized down big time, and I'm knitting a size 2. Hopefully that's the correct size because gauge swatching, like what? I'm not doing that. I've already knit one whole one. I think I'm good. That was like my gauge swatch. Yes. All that we have left are a few whips of mine that I didn't get to that I kind of want to show because they're recent. I started them. Yeah. Okay. This one is coming off the needle like, you know, like you do. This is a scarf, shawl, a light shawl, we'll call it. This is going to be a gift for my stepsister, I guess she would be. My mom's partner's daughter, who's my age. Anyway, I've been telling her for years how I'm going to knit her something, and finally she held me to it and bought some yarn for me to make something. So now I really have to because she bought Lobby Enemy Cashmerino. And yeah, it's a dream to work with. It's beyond soft. Beyond soft. The colorway is really pretty. It's water lilies. Anyway, I'm knitting the April scarf. It's a free pattern by Hedgehog Fibers. But I modified it to have an I-cord edge because I think that looks neater. Not that much of a mod, really. Yeah, I'm almost, I think, to the halfway point.
I love those colors.
Increase to like, I don't know, 100 stitches or something. I don't know. It really doesn't matter. I can make it as big as I want because, you know, it's a shawl. Like, you can do what you want. But I have 2 skeins of it, and they're both like over 400 yards apiece. So I think I might make it a little bit bigger than that, than what it calls for. Okay, so that's that. Here's another new cast on. This is called the Halibut Pullover. And I've only just started the color work. Here's the short rows at the back. This is going to be a sweater for my son. And if you've ever knit a halibut, you know that this looks kind of small. And it's because I sized down on my needles and I chose a thinner yarn. It's like, I would say it's sport weight. But the MC that I chose is from Hudson and West Company, Weld. It's 70% US Merino and 30% US Corriedale. Yep. Feels nice. Feels woolly. And the colorway is called Gold Leaf. And I'm not sure, but I think this company is going out of business or already has or something. which is sad because I like this yarn. It's really good yarn. And it kind of is reminding me of Brooklyn tweed. Like the label is kind of the same. Interesting.
I just bought some discontinued Brooklyn tweed from my local yarn shop before we went to Rhinebeck, and I was actually going to say the exact same thing. It reminds me of.
Yeah. Yep. And the feel of it is similar. But anyway, the contrast color I'm using is just Rama. Three trads stricker garn, which is a Norwegian wool company. Very well known. I have a bunch of it that I bought when I was into making like the Selbu mittens and stuff. And yep, it's not much to show, but I thought that it was interesting enough for how I modified it. We'll see if it turns out to be the size that I want it to be, which I don't even know what size that is, but I think it'll be fine. Like his chest circumference was slightly smaller than the one called for the size small. So I figured if I could just adjust the yarn and the needle size a little bit, or didn't swatch, of course. But anyway, he is a fisherman. He is a little fisherman. He would fish every day of his life if he could. So obviously I had to make him this. There was no other choice.
You have to check your Instagram. I sent you, there's a company where you can buy a fish lore advent calendar.
Oh, I saw that. I did while I was scrolling. I've seen that. Yeah, I know. God, he has so many already though that I don't think.
I know. Oh my God, it's TJ.
Yeah. Yep. I think somebody else sent that to me too. But I will show two more, or three or four more. This is a shawl that I'm knitting for my daughter, and it's using scraps. It is the same shawl as this one. It's the same brio shawl as this one. But look at that. Look how cool that is. This is a homespun house. These two. I'm a member of their Patreon, and I got their minis for a little while. I'm taking a break right now, but that's because I just have too many and I'm not using them up and I feel bad. But it's called Honey, I Shrunk the Stash. And it's by Leslie Ann Robinson. And it's the most beautiful. I mean, it's simple. It's so simple. It's literally just brioche knitting. That's it. Because you're doing the same thing on both sides. You're not using two colors at once. You're just using one, so you can just knit with gradual increases. But anyway, this is where I'm at right now. I'm kind of trying to fade it, and I'm using up some of my hand-dyed yarn from way back in the day. And this is what it's transitioning to, this gold color. And then after that, I'm not sure. I don't have anything planned. I don't have anything that I could use, I don't think. She was saying maybe like a green, like a goldy green color after this. But I don't have anything that's in the same yarn. But we'll see. I might find something. Yeah, Haley, knit a shawl. They're good, trust me. Next, I joined Hohi's Fall Knit Along. You know, because I'm doing the Fish Girl Fall Knit Along and did the Ooey Knit Along, and I'm just knitting along with everyone. And right now I am not knitting this because I'm trying to get through this small gift knit that I'm making. But this is the Elton T, the beginnings of the Elton T. This is like the shoulder. This is the back.
You're really making me want to knit that.
It's so good. I just love this yarn color. It's so pretty. I could not tell you what it is, though. I will have to put it in the show notes because it was a D-stash and I just saw it and I was like, yeah, that could be an Elton T. And it's gonna be. So it's a really pretty, like, warm pink. And I'm using Surrey, not mohair. So there's that. Going through these quickly because I'm not trying to keep Haley for the rest of her life. Except I am. So Haley and I visited a lot this year. We got to see each other more than just Rhinebeck. I went to her campground with my entire family to Ohio. We drove there like 6-7 hours, something like that. And we spent like a long weekend there. And, you know, that's when we had made plans to do the ooey gooey. And then she came to my house right before I was leaving for Germany. And she brought her daughter, and her plan was to go to a concert. But Haley and I, of course, we just were here for the knitting. So that's when I was like, hey, I'm trying to cast some new things on if you're coming to my house. So we did, and I chose to cast on a shawl because I like shawls.
Oh, I have mine over here too.
Yeah, show yours next. I started the Go-Go Dynamo shawl from one of Stephen West's mystery knit-alongs, but I'm not so into the mystery. So I chose to do one that's already done so I could see it and plan. So these are the first two things that you knit, these semicircles. I need to knit one more. And the yarn I'm using is leftover Woolen Vine singles. And also, I am not sure what this yarn is because I got it on a D-stash. If you haven't noticed, we tend to frequent the D-stashes. The color is Steal My Heart.
Why do I hear a dog barking at your house?
Huh? What?
Do I hear a dog barking at your house?
It's outside of my house, but that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's the neighbor. This is 75% superwash merino, 15% cashmere, 10% silk. Steal My Heart from Sunshine Yarns. Sunshine Yarns. Never heard of Sunshine Yarns. Don't know if they're still making yarn, but I happen to have this, and it kind of, you know, went along with a little fun rainbow. I also have a little bit of this, it's called Grim. It's by Woolen Vine. This one is, I'm not sure what the color names are anymore. They're old. They're from my Sunset Highway sweater. I also have 2 skeins of a chick that knits. Tammy. I don't know. I've seen a chick that knits on Instagram, but I got these on D-stash as well. And this one's Brown Eyes. This one's Paper Flowers.
I love paper flowers. If you could see that in person, it's really, really gorgeous.
Yep. And so I'm going to be using all of these maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, I haven't fully planned out the colors yet. I just have plenty of singles that I can choose from. So I also threw a skein of my own. This is like a merino linen that I dyed a while ago, and I could use this. I mean, I'm just gonna go with what I feel like at the moment.
And I'm a Stephen West Schlanket. This is all I have so far.
I love it though. I love it though.
This is all Ruby and Roses, who I am equally obsessed with. Next, I actually ordered a couple skeins of her Noah Kahn yarn that I'm super excited to knit with. I love her. I love her base. I don't know what she uses, but it is heavenly.
Mm-hmm.
And my Mars, my 19-year-old, and I went to a music festival in Kentucky this summer and actually got to see Noah Kahn. So I thought it was kind of cool. We both love him to the ends of the earth. So it was a super amazing concert. And I thought it was kind of cool that she did a Noah Kahn colorway. So, and I already have a sweater that I'm going to knit. I'm going to do the Phantom Fuzz with the yarn that I'm getting from her. So.
Love it. Anyway, I'm going to show you my penguono. That's going to be my final answer, my final whip, even though there are plenty more. But hopefully we will be podcasting again soon after this.
Yes.
Not like, 6 months later. Maybe a month later. Maybe, yeah. I mean, a month sounds doable to me.
Me too.
Okay.
Out of school for a little while.
All right. Well, I don't know if anyone has ever knit a penguono, but it's crazy. The construction is crazy. It's not even going to look like anything close to what it's going to end up looking like when I show it to you. It's going to look like this, like a weirdo rectangle. Super weirdo rectangle. But look how I'm so happy with my color choices on these welts. I think that looks super cool.
Yes.
Anyway, we're just scrapping along here. Like, let me tell you, I knit this. You finish your welts. You bind off here to here. And then you knit this on. And then somehow when you're knitting, you go this way. Like, how did that happen? I don't freaking know. Like, when it was happening, I was like freaking out. I was like, how did he do this? But look, the garter's going one way and then it's going the other way. And now it's going this way. Blown my mind. This is blowing my mind. This is all DK scraps. All scraps.
It's so good.
Basket o' scraps. It's going to be wild. It's going to look wild. I have no plan. I'm just putting it together. Same with the other Stephen West thing. No plan. I just have, my scraps. Just have my scraps. I'm loving it. I'm going to make the sleeves long because I think it's kind of cut off at the elbow in the pattern, but I don't want to do that. So I'm not. I don't have to. I'll put some sleeves on there, on that bad boy. I'm really proud of it because it is weird. Like, it is not something I have ever thought I could do, but I was like, I'm going to just take my time and, figure this out, and we'll see. And it's working. It's working. I think it's working. Seems to be working.
It's working. It looks good.
Yep. But anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, we could talk about Rhinebeck and how awesome it was. Like, we got to see our friends that we met last year from Knitworthy Yarns, and Rachel is now doing a podcast. I'll link her podcast. And we were sad not to see Monty from Colorado Knitter. Like, yeah, we were missing her a little bit too, but I couldn't believe that we saw them in that. Like, I knew they were knitting the sweaters that, the knit purl.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw it and I was like, it's them. I know it's them. And then I looked and they were all together and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It was amazing.
It was really cool.
Yeah. So that was really cool to see them and hug them. And of course we did the picture on the hill with Andrew Mowry and just kind of, we had our places we wanted to go, but at the same time, we wanted to make the most out of our like knitting time, job-free, child-free, responsible-free knitting time. And we literally watched the entire series of Sex and the City and just knit. Like, we didn't even really talk to each other. We were both dead in two very different ways. We were like,
well, we've also both traveled a lot this summer. We've both done a lot of things this summer. Another reason why we haven't done a podcast, it was like one thing after the other. Like it just, so it was a really nice decompression time. We also got to see my amazing niece and her girlfriend who live in upstate New York. They have kind of started like a tradition of coming to visit us when we're there. Yeah. Going out, which was absolutely wonderful. We both love them to death and just have so much fun every time we're with them. So that was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, we really just needed to decompress.
Yes.
In the most like literal sense of the word. Like we couldn't really do or say much. We were just, I was exhausted from traveling to Europe and that was just constant go, go, go. I mean, we went to Cake. We went to a woolen affair twice. We did the preview show and then we did Friday. And we went to Rhinebeck on Saturday and Sunday was just like, we are dead to the world. And also Wednesday night and Thursday day, like during the day. It was just, nope. Don't want to do anything. Don't want to go anywhere. Don't want to stand on my feet. Don't want to walk anywhere. Nope. That's what we did. And it was just fine.
Yes, it was. It was lovely.
Yeah. And yep. See you again next year, Rhinebeck. Like, we've already been looking at our spot. We need to lock that down. I think like even more so than ever, like we've seen how busy it's getting and I think it's going to just continue. I really do. I think we need to lock down our.
Yeah. Or else we're going to be sleeping in a tent.
Yeah. We need to lock down our spot and do it all over again next year. And hopefully maybe some extras like upstate New York stuff that, like doesn't have necessarily anything to do with, the wool community. Like I know I mentioned I wanted to do this, like they have gorgeous walks and hikes and stuff, nothing crazy, but like.
Well, and we both love all of that stuff. And we love to be outside. I think this trip, it was just, we were both so exhausted that it was like
too much. It would have been too much.
I think we were just overwhelmed. And I think, seeing how many people were there this year and just kind of fighting like numbers that we haven't really like fought before, like was a little bit like disorienting. Like it was just nice to have that downtime and like relaxation.
And I just have to give a shout out to Mother Nature for that weather, because could you believe like there was no like anything. There was no rain. There was no like extreme wind. There was no like
it was beautiful.
Weird mist. It was perfect.
I will tell you, almost 12 hours to get home because I drove all the way around.
Oh, that. Yeah.
it was raining so hard I couldn't see. Glad that it wasn't raining while we were there, but really kind of screwed me on the way home. But it's fine.
And also, like, that is insane to me that you drove. Oh my God. Like, nope.
I had really, really good books, thank God. So
yeah. Yes. Me too. Me too. But yep. I think that could be a new thing that we talk about too, further down the line, like what we're reading, like, because we definitely go through some books, so I think we can.
I think I've read like 40 or 50 some books this year.
Yeah.
So.
And when we say read, we don't read physical books all the time. Yes, when we get a second to read a physical book. I'm sorry, listening to an audio podcast is just as effective for me. Like, I mean,
I drive to patients' houses so it is really nice to listen to something and feel like I'm like working my brain a little bit more than just listening to music. Not that I don't love music, but 8 hours a day. So the audiobooks are really coming in like clutch for me in that sense of like just something different. And I really am enjoying them. I do still read physical books, like you said, but it is really nice.
Right. Yeah. No, I think they're good. I think they work the same way. I mean, and it's, I don't have the luxury of sitting and reading like at all.
No.
If I'm sitting, I'm knitting. I mean, I
was going to say to some of our other knitters, like they're pulling between, because that was my problem is like, I love to read. So I'm like torn because I'm like, do I knit or do I read? Do I knit or do I read? And like with this, it's kind of marrying, I'll work on something mindless while I, listen to a book for an hour. And I still feel like I get to do both of the things that I love. Cause there's just honestly not enough time in my day to be able to make room for everything. So
I will say that this summer when we were in the Poconos, I read a physical book, a whole one in a week. It was Verity by Colleen Hoover. And I didn't master it, but I was knitting and reading. It was stockinette, and it was my the cloud bow. I was just knitting round and round stockinette. So it wasn't like I didn't need to constantly look. I did a little bit, but like the book, I was into it. So it was like I was eating it up. Okay, I can hear some drama going on downstairs. So it's about time to wrap it up here.
Sounds good.
And I think Cassidy is probably really annoyed at hearing my voice loudly right next to her room for 3 hours, 2.5 hours. She started crocheting though. I have to say, I have to give her a shout out. She started crocheting. She's halfway through one blanket. She ran out of yarn. We had to order it, and she's just using like the blanket yarn, the thick, and she started another one. She's doing like a color blocking thing. Like she's eating it up. She loves it. So she signed up for Ravelry. She has her own Ravelry. That's like legit. It's working. All right. But anyway, hopefully we'll be back soon and ready to share more stuff, more fun stuff. And yeah, that'll do.
All right, guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.